What's
Hello
up,
and welcome back.
everybody? Oh, my mic is like fucked up. Well, what's up, everybody? We're back.
Welcome to Day by Day with Dezi and Mark. Today we are sponsored. Okay, we're not sponsored, but today we are drinking the one and only White Claw.
The one and only. The true good drink of the world.
No Trulies here.
No true, no Trulies, no what was that shit in fucking Utah? There was some drink that we had. There was in Utah that was no
Oh,
presses.
I've heard. I think I've heard of presses.
I saw them in the liquor store the other day, and I was like, I kind of want a press because their raspberry ones are fire, low key.
Wait, can we start this podcast off by talking about our favorite kind of White Claw since we've brought it up already?
Sure.
My favorite White Claw is Ruby Grapefruit.
Mine is what is my favorite White Claw? It's a tie between black cherry and what's the other one? Not grapefruit.
Mango.
No, actually, I hate mango. No, it's between black cherry and grapefruit. Actually, yeah, grapefruit's the one that tastes like Fresca,
Black
right?
cherry. A lot of people like black cherry. I remember at the beginning of
Yeah,
like
it
when
tastes
they
like
came
Fresca.
out, nobody liked black cherry, and now that's like the favorite drink.
Everybody loves black cherry, bro. It just, I don't know. I mean, today I'm drinking a grapefruit though, low key, high key.
Oh my gosh, I can hear you now, Mark.
Yeah, I know. Mouse my big people. I'm fucking up out here.
Were you on this whole time?
No, well, I was, but I forgot to plug this shit in.
Oh, true. Okay, now the podcast officially starts. Mark's plugged in.
Hold on, I'm reloaded. Okay, we're good now. My B fam. All right, officially started now. I'm drinking a White Claw, a tall boy, because I'm a real man. Desi has a baby one.
Yeah, I have two baby White Claws. I am a little boy today.
Bro, I wish they would make little. Have you seen like the little beers, like the little Bud Lights?
Bro, you bought me some fucked up Coronitas that one time. What are you
No,
talking about? Of course
no,
I
I'm talking
know.
about like the little cans, bro. There's like you know, like the little Coke and Sprites, right?
Yeah.
They make those, but for beer, for Bud Light. I remember one time my friend was.
Oh, the cans?
Yeah,
I've seen
my
the
friend
mini
was
cans,
throwing
yeah.
like a. My friend was like throwing a party or some shit. Like not a party, like a little get together at his house, and like everybody wanted to drink. So I was like, okay, I only have like $11 though. So I was like, shit, I need to get like enough for like 6 people though. So I go to the Shell station, and I'm like looking around, and I'm like, oh shit, like an 18 pack for like $9-10. I'm like, I'm about to get that. That sounds dope. I get it. This is like I had just turned 21 too, so like I don't really know like everything about. Like I haven't been able to like go into stores and look at beers like that.
It's
yet.
different when you go into the store and you can see it.
Yeah,
all
and
in
you
front
can
of
see all
you,
that stuff,
as
and you
opposed
don't.
to just being like, "Yo, here's $20." Like,
Yeah, and like you don't know everything yet, so I just grab it and then pay the man whatever, pay him like the $11-12, and I'm like, damn, that was a good ass deal. I'm like all happy and shit, proud of myself. I go back to my boy's house and open it up, and it's these tiny little Bud Lights. I'm like, what the fuck? I fucked up, bro.
This is not the first time that he has quote unquote fucked up buying alcohol for somebody. One time,
definitely isn't.
back in the day, I remember.
It was literally like 2 years ago. Not even 2 years ago.
No, it was. I was dating who at the time.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's not even 2 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Back
I
in the
told Mark
day.
to get us some Coronas, right? And this man comes back with something called a Coronita, which is a mini fucking Corona.
It looks the same. No,
Mini
see,
bottled Corona.
The fucked up part is the neck is still the same like length. So when you're like in there, it looks like a regular Corona. I mean, but then like when you like get it out and like you look at it, you see that like the I guess like the cylinder part is like smaller, and you're like, oh shit, bro, I have a Cornita now.
Yeah, bro. I pulled these out and I was like, "What are these Coronitas? These are kind of cute, low key though." Like,
There was so little, bro.
yeah, Coronitas are kind of interesting. But I've actually had those mini Bud Light cans at my 19th birthday party. I threw a party, the first party I've ever threw, and I didn't get drunk or anything, but like we bought Bud Light and they were mini cans as well.
little mini boys.
Yeah, so I know what you're talking about. I remember trying to shotgun a mini one of
Oh,
those. And my like friend DJ from high school, like he was there and he drinks. So like he was shotgunning, like trying to shotgun a tall boy in Bud Light. And I had the little mini can and I couldn't even
how
finish
can
the
you?
mini can.
How can you even like? I can't, bro. Like a mini can's like literally smaller than my hand. So
Where he
like,
brought a Bud Light to the party and he was like doing that. He's like, I'm gonna shotgun with you since it's your birthday. And all I had was my mini cans of Bud Light, so I grabbed one of my mini cans and tried to shotgun it with him.
oh my
And to
god,
this day, I've never successfully shotgun a beer.
that is very true. I think it usually ends up all over the sink or all over his shirt. One of the two.
Yeah, usually the sink or the shirt. I don't do well with the shotgun process.
Yeah, but no. Today we really don't have like specifics to talk about. We kind of were just like we need to record something. We're trying to get back on the horse because we kind of fell off after I went on tour, and then I came back and I fucked up one of the podcasts. We just did the Isaac one, which is pretty fun.
Yeah, we fucked up one of the podcasts pretty bad. Rest in peace, Wolfie podcast.
Oh yeah, and I fucked that. Well, I fucked up that because I'd never tested the Discord shit before I left, so that was my B. But we're back on the horse this time now. We're back doing our thing.
We're back to weekly uploads, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, and then we're starting an Instagram too.
Yeah, I think the Instagram is key in the process of a podcast
It
because then you
is.
could post like a bunch of
We
fun
can
stuff
post clips. We can post
behind the scenes.
behind the scenes. We can
No.
post like the people that that like actually come here. We can tag them on Instagram.
Yeah, and then you guys can see their IGs and
exactly.
be like, "Yo, follow them."
Exactly. So we're gonna step it up on that. But nah, today I guess we're just kind of winging it. You know, it's cold here in Orlando today.
It is
was
so
very surprising.
fucking cold today in Orlando, bro. I'm wearing the jacket I wore in Indiana for over the holiday
It's
today.
so trash. Yeah, like I was walking and I was just like, I was walking to class this morning and I was like, God damn, bro, this feels exactly like it did when we were in like half of the fucking tour, like half of the cities we were in, because it was wintertime when I was on tour, so everywhere was fucking cold. But I was
Wait, you had
just
class today?
yeah, I had class at 9,
Wait, what time did you get out?
like 1.
No freaking way. I
Yeah.
had no idea.
Yeah, I got out 1, and then I went to go get a pub sub and
Oh, that
Get
sounds so good right
detergent
now.
and shit. Yeah, I still have half of my pub sub left. I'm so happy. And
I
And the key is to order online, so that way you don't have. Bro, there's a long ass line, and I felt like such a G just walking up and grabbing my shit and being like, "Yeah, fuck you guys."
Do you want to hear a fucked up story about Publix? Actually, this has something to do with the last podcast we filmed. Before I came to your house last time,
Yeah.
I was really what's the word? I was really out there, I'll say. And I went to Publix before I came over to film this podcast. And I took a really long time. Like I was making music at my friend Isaac's house, who was on the podcast last time. And I was at Publix, bro, the Winter Park Publix.
Yeah.
And so I went up to the deli and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get a sub today. You know, I'm not gonna eat something like
Yeah.
trash. I'm gonna
Yeah.
eat something wholesome, like
Yeah.
a sub. I never eat subs or sandwiches. So I go up and I order the Havana. Okay. I
Yeah.
order a half Havana from Publix.
Okay.
And after that, I go to pay for it and I'm like, man, I really want a chicken tender sub. And I'd forgotten my wallet in the car. So either way, I had to leave the store to come back in to get to pay for it. So I go out, get my wallet. But this is the fucked up part. I decide that I want a full chicken tender sub, not
oh
a
my
half.
God.
So I end up putting the Havana behind like the peak iced teas
What the fuck?
in the store.
What
and I
the
go up
fuck,
to I go up
Desi?
to Publix and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna need another sub. That's like the least proud
Wait,
moment.
did they recognize you too? Were they like, "Hi"?
Of
again or
course they
something?
recognized me. The girl, but it was
Oh
really
my
busy,
God.
so like the girl didn't give a fuck. She was
Yeah,
just
she
like,
was like, "All right, fucking, I'll make this guy."
yeah,
sub."
she's like, I care less for probably what this man is doing with his life right now. Like, and then I came over here and I ate it, and then we did a podcast.
That's
But
hilarious.
somebody found a sub that night cleaning Publix and was like,
I remember one time I went to Publix and I had ordered ahead. I had ordered my sub ahead, and I'm like standing there like in front of the little pickup area like where they put your subs when you order online. Because I came like 10 minutes after the time I said it, And I'm standing there, and I'm like, all right, this is taking a little long. Like another 10 minutes goes by, so I'm like 20 minutes past the time it should have been there. And then finally, like a lady like comes up and is like, "Do you need help or anything?" I'm like, "Yeah, order the sub online." And she's like, "Oh, okay. Well, what did you not like get it or something?" I'm like, "No, I ordered it and I told her like what I'd ordered and shit." She was like looking in the shit. She was like, "Uh, what?" And then we've kind of figured out that like, yo, somebody just straight up took my sub. Like somebody apparently came in, took it, and then just left.
And paid for it
And
too.
paid for it. It was just like, fuck it, I'm eating whatever this person has.
That's not good.
Because the lady said, yeah, we got your ticket here. Like, we made it. And I was like, oh, well, I haven't seen it at all in the
Wait,
last
what did
20
you get on
minutes.
your sub that time?
I just get what I usually got, like a chicken tender sub with lettuce and shit on it. And she was like, yeah, I have the order here for it. And I was like,
so this man saw your sub, read the ingredients. Actually, it doesn't
no,
even
it doesn't say the ingredients.
He
just says your name.
He probably thought it was his. Like, he might have done the same thing.
But it says your name, though. It says, like, Mark, and then my last name.
Oh,
and so I was
that's
like,
fucked.
I was like, damn, somebody just straight up took my sub. Like,
he said, dealer's choice today. I'm going to take one of these subs.
Basically, and she was like, they gave it to me on the house, though, which was nice. They're like, you don't have to pay for this.
What? Dude,
yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
that's
Publix,
awesome.
That's why Publix is, like, I think is dope, because, like...
Wait, Publix or Sprouts?
Publix, bro. I've never been to Sprouts.
Publix. We had a Friendsgiving that was catered by Sprouts, and like it was pretty dope. I fuck with Sprouts, but I've never been in a physical Sprouts.
Yeah, I've never been. There's one on
Publix has merch, so who's really winning here?
Yeah, what? Publix has fucking
They have
merch.
slides that say Publix on them. Like, what?
That's fire.
They know what the people want.
That's so fire. But
I fuck with Publix. To anybody that's watching this, let us know what your favorite grocery store is. By this time this comes out, we'll have the Instagram running, so you'll be able to comment on our post and tell us what your favorite grocery store is.
Or we'll just do the little question thing.
Well, we should do like it should be Whole Foods, Sprouts, Publix, and we need to throw like.
Well, you gotta remember, some people people may be listening from other parts of the country.
Well, that's what I'm saying though, like
because like in North Carolina we have Ingles. It's basically Publix, but it's just Ingles, you know.
And up north has Kroger.
They have Kroger.
Kroger.
Well, we have Kroger in North Carolina too, but it depends on the cities.
Oh, true.
Because that was in Tennessee when I went to a Kroger's. Now that I think about it, I was in Johnson City. Damn, that's crazy.
Wait, Tennessee has Kroger?
Yeah, because I went to Johnson City where my friend's girlfriend goes to school. And we went to Kroger's to go get alcohol.
Dude, I kind of like Kroger. I went to Kroger when I was in Indiana with Wolfie and them. And, yeah, dude, Kroger's kind of lit. Like, I don't remember what the prices were like, but I remember being like, this feels very up north. You know what I'm saying? Like, this does not feel like a Publix.
I'm trying to think of what Pennsylvania has. It's escaping me right now because I haven't been to Pennsylvania in a while.
I've never been to Pennsylvania.
Because, like, damn, I don't know what they have up there. But yeah, when we get the Instagram up, we'll put a little, what's your favorite supermarket, and then or like what did you grow up on? I grew up on Publix for a while in South Carolina and Food Lion and shit. Remember
Publix,
Food Lion?
No, I don't remember Food Lion.
You've never been to Food Lion?
I remember Albertsons.
What the fuck is Albertsons?
Wait, what? You don't know what Albertsons
or Winn-Dixie?
They have those in Las Vegas, bro. Albertsons are still around, yeah. Winn-Dixie, oh my god,
bro,
I
remember
love
that Lucky's
Winn-Dixie.
used to be a Winn-Dixie.
I love Winn-Dixie. Oh my god, dude, you can get. Oh my god, yeah, Winn-Dixie is so cool. I remember I saw the movie Winn-Dixie, and I'd been going to Winn-Dixie. Yeah, I'd been going to Winn-Dixie before that movie came out, and I remember I saw that, and I was like, wow. Every time I go to Winn-Dixie, it's like I'm in a movie.
I remember I read the book and then saw the movie. Dakota Fanning was in that, wasn't she?
Yeah.
She was in what's it called? The Hollywood, the shit we just saw.
Hollywood.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Wait, who is she in it?
She's the when they go to the ranch or whatever. She's the girl that's in the chair. That's like who the hell's out there?
She's one of the Manson cliques.
Yeah, she's one of the Manson chicks. She's the one that was fucking the old guy or whatever, the old blind guy.
Oh damn, Dakota.
I think. I don't know for sure.
Shit. God damn, Dakota Fanning.
Yeah, dude. So
I don't remember that Dakota Fanning. I'm so sorry. Damn. That's a great movie, by the way. Anybody watching this, definitely check out Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I think it was the best movie of 2019, even better than The Joker.
Nah.
Nah? Wait, why?
just because it was like very. It was very Tarantino. I mean, I'm used to that. I've watched Django. I've watched Pulp Fiction. I've watched what was it, The Hateful Eight or whatever the fuck
Hateful
that
Eight,
was.
Netflix, yeah. Or no,
Um,
are you talking about?
no, he made what the fuck
No,
was it
the
called?
hateful. Okay, so the Tarantino is different than the Netflix one.
No, yeah, the Netflix one was fucking Adam Sandler, I think.
It had a bunch of people in it.
It had like a no, yeah. Tarantino made he made something like something eights or nines or some shit like that.
Magnificent Seven. That's what it's called. That's the not Tarantino one. That's the Netflix one. It's called the Magnificent
Yeah, the
Seven.
Hateful Eight was the Tarantino
one. Yeah.
And of course, like Kill Bills, Reservoir Dogs, Jackie Brown. I've seen all of those. The only one I haven't seen is Grindhouse, I think.
I haven't seen any of those.
Inglourious Bastards. So like when I saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I was like, this is so Tarantino. I was used to it, but I liked it. Don't get me wrong.
It was such a good movie, bro. Like that.
I like the ending. The ending was pretty dope.
Yo, dude, the ending when he smokes the
Kicks
acid dipped cigarette, bro, and
Spoilers.
takes the dog for the walk. Oh my god. I know, it's like an epilogue, honestly, from that point.
It was so crazy how they changed like what actually happened in real life to like Brad Pitt just kicking
ass, bro. Dad bod Brad Pitt.
Leonardo what the fuck is his name?
DiCaprio.
I'm drunk. Now Leonardo just burning some bitch in the pool.
Oh my god, I forgot about the flamethrower,
yeah.
bro. Oh my god, yeah, dude, that movie is so crazy.
Crazy.
You sound crazy right now.
Dezi sounds crazy. He sent me a snap talking about I'm in the shower drinking a claw.
That was this morning at like
nah, it was when I got out of school, so it was like 12.
Yeah, 12, it was like at least afternoon time.
Oh, dude, that door just opened. It scared the shit out of me.
It's been open, bro.
No, it just opened.
Low key, I'm about to go grab the other White Claw.
Do it, bro.
I'm about to
pour some in mine.
Bet.
Wait, when you go, zoom in the camera just a little bit. Just grab it. You know what I mean? Like on the lens. On the lens. No, grab it. Yeah. No, the thick one. Yeah. Keep doing it. Keep going. All right, that's good. All right, so while Desi goes grabs that, I'm gonna entertain you guys with a poem I wrote. It goes, White Claw, oh White Claw, how you make me feel. I be drunk off the citrus like an orange peel. In Florida, it feels great, but today is really cold. Oh White Claw, oh White Claw. I'm glad I'm over 21 years old. Thank you very much. I'm gonna be published next week. 2 years, I don't know, but yeah. So I apologize for the people who expected a Woofy podcast, who expected a 2020 like New Year's podcast. I fucked that up, but it's all good. We're still living. Oh, Marco's calling me. Hold up. Hello.
Hello.
Yo, bro, can I call you back? I'm doing a podcast right now.
Hello.
You're a fool, bro. Alright, bet. I got you.
I'm back, and I'm ready to drink a White Claw.
Bro, pour some in mine.
But I'm gonna make Mark a spiked mixed White Claw. Oh, that's the empty one.
I just recited a poem I made up.
I heard you from the bathroom, to be honest. I thought you would comment about me going to the bathroom, but you didn't, so that's real.
I didn't even know you went to the bathroom.
Alright, I'm pouring ruby grapefruit into a ruby grapefruit White Claw right now.
He's gonna spill it everywhere. Oh, he spilled it on his leg. He sucks as a bartender. You were a bartender, weren't you?
I used to be a bartender, but we never poured White Claw into White Claw, so in all fairness.
Desi was an old people bartender.
Yeah, I got the older, more mature crowd for sure. You could say that.
He was a hotel bartender basically, but like for old people.
Yeah, pretty much. If you were coming to drink, you were pretty much coming to my bar to drink away the
just
debt
hang
you're
out.
signing yourself into from dropping your kids off at college. So you were ready to drink.
Oh yeah, because you were near UCF, so you just got all the people that. And then what was the one guy that lived there?
Oh, Tucker. I forgot about this guy.
He tells me about a guy that's like going through a divorce or some shit.
He's a psychologist, and really cool guy, actually. Really great guy. Really nice guy. Like nothing bad to say about him. But he's really he's pretty open about his situation. He's a psychologist, and his practice is across from the hotel. And yeah, he actually like pays to live at the hotel because it's cheaper than owning a house with like the divorce situation and like the kids and all
Yeah.
that, you know. He doesn't pay utilities, anything like that, and he's kind of boys with the owner of this hotel, and he kind of worked out like his own rate, so the Tucker rate,
Damn.
and
The Tucker rate.
yeah, so like he would come to the bar every night when I worked, order food, share his food with me, you know, like order me food, whatever, and we would just kick it, keep each other company, you know, like I'd work my shift, bartend, and he would get drunk, so you know.
Sounds like a fair trade-off.
Yeah, good times, honestly. Yeah. Tucker, if you're listening to this, I love you, man.
I wonder who does listen to this podcast. Has anybody brought it up to you?
Oh, honestly, yeah, dude. It's always such a surprise because like it's the people like I least expect. Like, oh, I listened to your podcast, and I'm like, wait, you really did?
Yeah,
Like,
a couple people came up to the party and were like, "Yeah, dude, I listened to you and Desi's podcast."
really,
And I'm like, "What?
dude.
People listen?"
Wait,
Like, I'm not trying to say that we're insecure, like we're like putting ourselves down. It's just like we're doing this for fun.
we do this honestly, yes, for fun,
for
for
fun.
one, and
It's
this
a good
is
time
like
to just talk and get drunk.
exactly. Cheers to that, bro. Um, have we talked about the party that I threw
Yeah, we did with Isaac a little
on the
bit.
last one?
Yeah,
Okay.
and we just talked about like me talk. Yeah. But you can watch the other podcasts and learn.
Yeah, watch the other podcast to find out about the party I threw. It
But
was
he's gonna
pretty
have a
lit.
sequel soon.
Yeah, honestly, the sequel.
No, actually, yeah. Let's actually that'll be a good segment right there. What if you could rate your party and improve on something? What would you do? Or
I
what
would
you rate
I
it
would
and
rate
improve?
my party for posting it at midnight the night before, posting a video that Mark took of me on my DSLR. I would I would rate it honestly 8 out of 10.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
give it
8
that.
out of 10 for like the context of the situation.
Yeah.
I ended up, yeah, a lot of people ended up coming, but the thing I would do better is one, I want door security. I want to like pay some of my boys, you know, to like work door, like, you know, give
Go get
wristbands
some
out.
wristbands.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it got to the point, bro, where like I didn't know anybody that was coming in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it was all randoms I had found on Snapchat or Instagram. So
Exactly.
you know they just.
I mean, it's what we wanted, but
that is exactly what we wanted.
But I was
Yeah.
like as we kind of figured out that like, yo, random people might show up. I was like, yo, you might want to do it because like I've worked with enough like you know, I've been in enough parties and like frat parties that like I kind of realized the best way to go about those type of parties is having some like some you know pledge or like they might pay like another like fraternity brother to like be there as security and it's just some guy standing there like, yo, ID, all right, you're good. And they just give him like a little wristband or something.
Well, yeah, dude, I had a lot of people hit me up after the party and they were like, yo, like, you know, when's the next one? Or like, you know, like, let's do this, let's do X, Y, or Z. And I'm like,
Yeah.
baby, it's already happening. Like, I'm like, these are thoughts they either came across my head or I just didn't have time to implement them, you know?
Yeah, because beer pong was very last second.
Oh yeah, dude, like literally beer pong was like the party had started already and then we set up beer pong.
Yeah.
But like that's the thing though, is like people were showing up and like whether or not you were a dude or a girl, like
Yeah.
no matter how many like little people were there at first, like people were down to party that
Yeah,
night. And then
they're-
a bunch of people showed up and we were like, holy shit. Like,
yeah, it was
this is
just like a
party.
wave by the time like 12 o'clock rolled around.
Yeah, dude, I'd say the peak of the party was definitely when like the instruments came out, which is always. But I knew that would happen.
There's
I
like
knew that would
literally
happen.
videos of like their entire living room. Just like it's like a little mini crowd and
It's
then,
a concert. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
And
lit.
then like that was the other thing. How did you feel about people like messing with the drum set?
You know what?
Was
So-
it like a double-edged sword? Like, oh, people are enjoying it, but at the same time, people are kind of drunk and.
Well, I was the first one to go over to the drum set and play it.
Yeah.
And I low-key was being mischievous with this because I knew if I go and play some drums right now, you know, over the music, I know that's going to get people inside. And Mark kept coming up to me. He was like, dude, you have a problem. Everybody's outside.
Everybody
right now,
was outside.
making noise. And I was like, you're right. We got to get them inside. So I went in, started playing drums. One of my roommates came up to me, Josh, and he was like, bro, no, don't play the drums. Everybody's going to want to play and all that stuff, which
Yeah.
is true. That did happen. And then after that, I was like, no, we got to get him inside. And I low key knew throwing this party, all my roommates make music. Like they didn't want to
Yeah.
make music, play any instruments, make any like
They wanted to be more of like a social thing, not like a concert.
exactly. But I knew as soon as I touched the drum set, I was like,
It was
oh, I
over.
know they're gonna come
It's
creep
over.
in here and want to play. I know all of them. They're gonna want to come and play, and they did. And my roommates came. They played. They kicked me off the drum set first, and then they played. And then yeah, they were jamming. It was lit. And there was a few people that it was annoying because like, for instance, like there's this one guy there, and he was like, we were outside when the party was starting, and I was playing my music, and he's like, "Yo, bro, I rap. You got a beat?" And I'm like,
You'll always have those people though. Bro.
yeah, you know how it goes.
You know how to
Yeah.
like. There's always that one person or group of people that they'll like just be like, "Yo, who's got a beat? I'm trying to freestyle," and it's like, dog, this ain't no studio. We're trying
Dude, this
to just,
is not
we're
the
trying to just
talent show.
relax.
This is
Yeah.
not the talent show.
Yeah.
This is where you come to have a good time, let loose of the outside
like,
world for
you
a
do
little
that
bit.
shit when you're
cut
with your
loose.
boys at a studio or like when it's like the party's winding down or some
Well,
shit.
bro, this guy was funny, bro. Like he was chill, but like he came up, one of the first people there, you know, and
Yeah.
like he was like listening to my music, and he's like, "Oh, you do music?" You know, I was like, "We all do music here. Everybody that lives in this house does music, you know, like something to do with music."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yo, I do too. Put on my SoundCloud shit."
Oh,
And I was like, "Okay, I'll give you that. You know, like being a good host, I'll let you listen to your song in the midst of like other people. I get what that does to you. I get that." So I put his song on, and it's a feature. It's not his song. It's a feature.
yeah.
And he's got a verse on it, and I play it, and I'm like, "Okay, that's dope." So I, you know, nicely go back to my music, and he's like, "Yo, bro, you got a beat?" And I'm like,
God damn it.
"Oh," I'm like, "I know where this is going. There's girls outside, you know, like
Somebody's
you
gotta
know,
show
like,
off.
yeah, trying to show off." And I was like, dude, I was like, you'll have your moment later, like, you know, like don't
Just
stress
chill,
it,
just have
yeah,
fun,
just
man.
enjoy yourself, like, and yeah, that was that. I kind of handled it well, you know. I was just like chill.
Yeah, it was fun though. It was nice, but definitely the backyard needs to be used more. That
Yeah.
little area you
we
guys
need lighting
have,
back there.
yeah, you just gotta like run like a long ass extension cord, throw some Christmas lights in the trees, and maybe
Well-
get like a tiki torch from Home Depot.
Honestly, I'm gonna make a bonfire night one night soon. I think. Honestly,
I don't know. I mean, it have to be a small one, bro. Because if it gets too high, it's gonna light that tree.
Oh
on
my
fire.
gosh, we have so many trees back there. Yeah, I know. It would be crazy.
That shit would be funny as
Well,
fuck.
we could do like I think the next like get together at Winter Park Gone Wild should be a bonfire night since it's cold, you know. Get the
But it's gonna be cold
homies.
for like it's literally like tomorrow.
I know it's gonna be like 75 degrees tomorrow.
I think tomorrow's supposed to be like 70. This is just like a random ass day. Yeah, tomorrow's 72.
Oh well, okay. Well, if you like bonfires in the heat, come over to my house.
Nah, yeah, but I think yeah, the backyard should be used a little bit more and just more games.
Yeah,
Not more games, but
more
you know,
stimuli.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more. But I mean, other than that, it was
Well,
lit.
bro, the problem, not the problem, because honestly, it was a solid party.
It
Like
was a
we
solid party,
bought
yeah.
alcohol for it, and that was really it. Like you know, like the rest, like
The rest just kind of unfolded.
yeah, exactly. And I think definitely, like I said, wristbands, security, and maybe a business aspect to it. To be honest,
I'm telling you, dollar beers, bro. I remember being a
dollar shots, bro.
either dollar shots, yeah, dollar shots,
Yeah, dollar shots. Yeah.
dollar shots. Yeah, because I mean, I bought the skull, so.
Well, bro, I went to that party in India, and they were selling $5 joints at
But
that
see, that's
thing.
different. I mean,
That costs a lot more money than
That's costs a lot more money. Yeah, number one, you're gonna have to like get like a whole half or like a whole O.
probably
That's
the
a couple-
ounce. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a couple $100. So.
like 150.
Oh, true. I keep forgetting.
But the
what I'm
money you
for.
make on the return is what you know is worth
Yeah.
it. But it's rolling all those joints is like
Annoying.
exactly.
But
like,
I remember just being in high school and going to a party, and I was like, "Can I get a beer?" And they're like, "Yeah." Check the sign. It said dollar beers, and then he was like, "Go talk to whoever the fuck was selling them." And I was like, "Damn, I bet these guys made a little bit of money."
dude, $1 for a beer, like you buy like
But I do like dollar shots.
dollar shots. I think hypothetically works better. I got the idea from Indiana. Shout out Connor. Connor, the guy that threw the party while I was in Indiana over the break, he was the guy that did the $5 joints thing.
Yeah.
He last time when I talked to Embry, Wolfie's brother, he was like, "Yeah, Connor's building a bar downstairs," and he's like, whenever anybody comes over, whatever they want, like it's always $1 shot. So I'm like, dude, this guy's an entrepreneur.
That's
Like
fire.
that's what it takes nowadays, you know.
Bro, have you ever seen Bar Rescue?
Oh, I think I have, dude. I
With the
think I
guy that
have.
goes into bars and
Is he
he's like,
bald?
he's bald.
Yes, I
and
know
he's
you're
like
talking
loud
about-
as fuck.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I was streaming this morning before I went to class, and I was eating my bagel, so I decided to watch
I
some
love
YouTube
bagels.
while I was eating my bagel, and I'm like chilling. I'm like, you know what? I started by watching what's it called? Kitchen Nightmares or whatever with Gordon Ramsay.
Oh, Hell's Kitchen.
No, not Kitchen
Oh, when
Nightmares.
he goes to the kitchen.
Where he goes to like
and
restaurants
fixes
and is
them.
like, this shit is ass. You gotta fix this.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I started watching Bar Rescue, like clips of it, and I was like, yo, bro, some of these bars are wild, bro. It's like, what the fuck?
Bro, same thing with the kitchen show with Gordon Ramsay. Like they go to they know he's coming to the restaurant, and there's like roaches or like
There's like shit
rodents,
everywhere.
like dirty shit, and I'm like,
Bro,
is this for the show or is this like
the,
dumb? Like Gordon Ramsay's coming to your kitchen, like he's not gonna say shit
in
about
the
the
Bar
roach crawling
Rescue
on the
one,
wall.
in one of the clips they showed, there's a fucking possum in the bar, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Like
I
a
was
live
like,
possum.
a live possum just running around like fuck it, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Who lets a possum in?
That would be one of those situations. If I was Gordon Ramsay, it'd be pack your bags, mate. You're going home.
Pack your bags, mate. You're fucking done.
You're going home, mate. You're going home.
You're going home. But no, the other thing we wanted to talk about on the podcast today was don't fuck with cats.
Oh my god! Do not get me
Spoilers,
started
but,
on Don't Fuck with Cats. I finished it last night. Don't Fuck with Cats has taken up the crackhead hours of my life from about 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. the past couple nights, and I watch about an episode a night the past like couple nights, and that
It's
shit
fucked.
is fucking crazy, dude.
It's so fucked. For people who don't know, it's not really a spoiler, but I'll give it like a summary.
Luca Magnotta.
It's it's basically about this because I knew about this before it came out. I looked. It was on I like watch like true crime shit on YouTube, like a channel just talks about shit like that. So I knew about it, but I had forgotten about it because this was like maybe a year ago. And so I started watching this, and basically it's a documentary series about this video that gets posted on the internet. And the kind of like unspoken rule of the internet is like, memes and everything. And it's like people love cats on the internet. Their memes, their videos, their all this shit. So you don't fuck with them. And this person had gone and uploaded a very graphic and violent video of him basically suffocating some cats
In a vacuum seal.
in a vacuum sealed bag. And it was just so fucked, like a space bag.
Yeah.
And like sucked the air out, bro. And
I
it was
remember
just,
that was the hardest. That was like I underestimated how hard that would be to watch. Like that.
I'm
part, it was-
desensitized. It's bad. I'm kind of desensitized to it because I
had chills, bro.
I grew up
couldn't get out
watching
of my
like
bed.
I grew up with like fuckers that like older kids that would show me shit like the Pain Olympics and like shit like that, bro. So I've
never
seen
seen any
shit
of
like that. But I was but it's still fucked up regardless. And so basically these people on the internet kind of come together and like, yo, we're gonna figure out who this fucker is. And so
Through Facebook.
basically they try to do that, but before they can like figure out who it is, he uploads another video of him like drowning a cat. And then it just escalates, and these people are like trying to figure out who he is, and eventually they get like a tip saying, "Yo, it's this guy Luca Magnotti."
Yeah.
And what's
Look for
crazy is how delusional that guy is.
Oh, bro, yeah.
The
This
man
guy
is
is like clinically
psychotic.
insane, clinically insane, real shit. Like,
So it kind of goes into like the psychology of celebrity nowadays because everybody wants to be famous.
yeah.
And so what this guy had
But this was like
this was
back
like
in the
2000.
day,
Yeah,
too.
this is like
Yeah,
2008, 2007. So
this
this
was
is
back in
still
the day, too.
MySpace is still kind of the
Instagram
king.
wasn't a thing really.
Facebook is just getting off its on its legs and shit. It was either 2008, early 2010, some shit like that.
I think
it was,
he got arrested in 2014. Like the
yeah,
end of
so it was early in the
2014.
decade.
Yeah.
But either way, so what's fucked up is that this guy was wanted to be a celebrity so bad, is that he would take pictures of rich people, of like them in the Bahamas or like at a yacht or
really,
whatever.
Any type of people, like
Yeah.
any like person could
And
crop
he
his head
would
onto.
he would crop his head onto it, and then to get like his people thinking that he's famous, and shit, he would like literally make hundreds of fake accounts. He like would make hundreds of
YouTube
emails.
slideshow photos, all
Yeah.
that cringy shit.
And like he was the one making them. So like there's these accounts that are commenting on his YouTube videos, on his MySpace or his whatever the fuck, and it's not real people, it's him. It's literally him like responding to himself saying Luca Magnotti is this, Luca Magnotti, and it even got to the point to where like TMZ or some news people like called him up and were like, "Oh, we heard on the internet that you were dating somebody," and he's like,
no, he went to it was the it was the Canadian, I think it was called the Suncoast in Montreal. This fucking man. When you're watching this show, like at this point when he does this, you don't realize he's guilty. You think it could be like at this point you almost empathize. You just kind of
think like, oh, he's crazy.
You feel bad. Well, at this point you don't know it's him. You feel bad for him. You're like this poor guy like is getting framed for all these cat murders, you know, and like eventually he goes on to murdering people. But like he goes into the Suncoast and Montreal and is like, hey, my modeling and acting career has really taken a dive from, you know, all these people associating me with this Hitler-esque like figure in Canada, you know, her and her husband, the woman that he's quote unquote dating is like you know, a serial murderer and like killed their kids with her husband and shit. So it's a very like derogative person to be compared to. And he says that everybody's saying they're dating and that's why his career's taken a turn. But it's crazy because this man, like, he planned this out from A to Z. Like, this was years in the making. He had this all planned out. And, like, as the film unfolds, you, like, find a blog from him, like, Luca Magnotta, like, how to disappear. Yeah. You know, like, how to disappear off the face of the earth. You know?
Yeah, it was really weird.
It's crazy. And honestly, it's, like, there's this one part where, do you remember the lawyer that he says looks like Michael Douglas? Remember that guy? The one he came to?
I don't.
There's this lawyer at, like, I'd say midway through the show, he comes to and he's like, hey, you look like Michael Douglas.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
And he confesses, like, to, like, this, like, man making him do, this man Manny, making him do all these crazy murders.
Yeah, you're saying that, like, it was some, like, controller. Yeah.
Some controller that he'd picked up from when he was an escort back in the day that's controlling him to do all these horrendous things. But the thing is this man has a love for film. Luca Magnotta, the one actually guilty.
Yeah.
And that's what blew my mind, bro.
Is that he actually, like, took something that he loved about film and made up a person.
He made his own movie, bro. He made his own movie. He was living out his own movie.
He felt like he was living out his own movie.
The best parts from his favorite movies, because his mother, they interview the mother, and the mother's like...
psychotic, too.
She's low-key is, yeah. And she's like... You know, he got bullied all through high school, so he dropped out and would watch movies all day. You know, he'd watch these films, and all these killings are related to his favorite films. And I think the most chilling part of that whole docuseries was at the end when they capture him. And he's, like, smirking because he's got captured, and they're detaining him and questioning him. And then he starts crossing his legs, and he asks for a cigarette. Yeah. And that's from the movie Basic Instincts back in the day. Yeah. And the lead actress, I forget her name, but...
I do too.
She asked for that when she's detained and caught, and she asked for a cigarette, and she's crossing her legs.
Yeah, and like in the documentary, like they're showing this scene.
They're showing like,
everything
next to each other. Like it's
Sharon
crazy.
Stone.
Sharon Stone, yes. Sharon Stone is like asking for a cigarette and crossing her legs, and
it's the one where she shows her vag for like 0.5 seconds.
Yeah, it has a crazy scene in it. Yeah,
but no, it's so crazy because, like I said, they're literally showing as he's talking about, like the people.
He's loving it. He's loving this shit. He's loving it. He's living his dream.
The ironic part of the entire documentary is that like the people that like were trying to figure, like the people like on the internet, they were trying to like find out who he is. They have to deal with the fact that like they kind of question themselves at the very end. They're like, are we the reason that he graduated from like killing cats and dogs or whatever to killing a person because we were trying to chase him? And then like at the end they're just kind of like the main girl that they interview that was like kind of like one of the leaders of everybody,
kind of the lead of the show almost.
Yeah, she was like one of the main people that were trying to figure out who this was who hurt the cats. She was like, I kind of feel like that we gave him what he wanted, and then she looks at the camera, and then she like, and it's like looking at you, and then she's like, and you were probably part of the problem too because you're now watching an entire documentary about him, and it's like, yo,
I got chills. I remember I was like, she just called me out, like real shit. She just called me out.
Yeah,
like,
she was legit. Like you just watched like 4 hours worth of shit about one guy.
Well, in all fairness, I was like, don't fuck with cats. Like I had no idea what that was about. Like so I was kind of like exempt in a way, but like at the same time, like Yeah, like it is crazy how people do seek that attention in life, and really, like
Especially in this day and age too.
it seems like he would have been a very likable person if you were to just have met him in real life and not known any of this crazy shit.
I
Like
feel like he would have
you would have
been.
never known
I
type
feel like he
deal.
would have been likable if he just wasn't so obsessed with being a celebrity. Like he was mentally ill to the fact that like he was willing to do anything just to have people notice him and think of him as like, oh, he's like up here because he wanted to be up here. He didn't want
Well,
to be a normal
first of all,
person.
he thought he could be Sharon Stone, and that is just impossible. I'm sorry,
Yeah, you gotta
Sharon
realize that this
Stone.
man was
I love you.
he was a homosexual. He was like a
Bisexual, technically.
bisexual.
Bisexual.
He was like
Yeah.
I don't know, like abused and shit as a kid. I can't remember everything, but like he was,
He was
and I'm not
bullied.
trying to say that
He was bullied a
homosexuality and
lot.
stuff had stuff to do with it, but it was just like you could see that like he was like
Well, he was an escort, bro. Like,
yeah, he was like
he
a
picked up another male, and
yeah,
that's
the
how he
person
killed
that he
him.
murdered would like ended up being another male.
John Lynn or something
Jung
like
Lin or
that.
some
Yeah,
shit like
but like
that.
he was an escort, and he posted on Craigslist and was like looking for so I don't remember the exact words, but he posted an ad on Craigslist basically looking for companionship, one
Yeah.
night stand type of deal. And yeah, this guy John Lynn or whoever his name was responds to it, and then he murders him, and the thing is that's crazy though is everything that this guy does, this Luca
Ooh.
Magnotta guy, he blames it on Manny. So that's like his scapegoat, is he creates this like
Persona.
toxic lover from the past, abusive boyfriend, which is just like Basic Instincts. She does the same exact thing, which is how they catch him because they're about to let him go. They're like, we don't believe that this man, this meek man, this
Yeah.
nice, kind
They're
gentleman
like, yeah,
could,
look at this little guy.
could do
like-
any of this, but it's because of Basic Instincts that they find out that he is the actual murderer. It's crazy. Definitely check it out. It's on Netflix.
It's fucking wild.
I think it won documentary or something of the year last year in 2019.
I don't know.
It won some sort of award in 2019. So that's what made me check it out. But
Let's see,
definitely worth the watch.
Yeah, it's good. It's definitely it's just wild, man. It's a very interesting case.
It's hard to watch.
It's and I mean it's hard to watch, and like honestly there's a lot of like kind of shit that doesn't need to be in there. Like they make the whole thing kind of long when in reality it's like, dude, you could have cut some of this out.
They could have cut a lot of the Facebook shit out, like
Yeah.
with like the group of
Yeah,
people
trying to like figure out who the fuck it was.
it was
It's
almost
like-
cringy at some points. But like the truth is those people on Facebook really found out the truth about him. When the cops couldn't even.
Yeah.
So like it's cringy, but to some degree I'm like.
But they say that he like they couldn't figure it out for a while, and then Luca was literally the one who gave them the tip because he wanted them to like.
They weren't like it's like nobody could figure it out.
Yeah, and he was like, "Fuck! All right, it's fucking me."
It's actually quite alarming how like well he gets away with all this shit. Like how easy, how well he does with all this, like, and how like uninvolved the cops are for so long when you
Yeah,
post
they're
something
like,
like that on
"What?"
the internet.
They're like, "What the fuck are you guys talking about? You guys are just some internet weirdos." Like,
Well, they kind of were weirdos though. They were going off of fake aliases,
Yeah.
like, and it kind of makes you think deeper. It's like, these people with fake aliases, kind of the same thing he was doing, using the whole fake, like,
yeah, It-
persona type of deal. They are the ones that figured it out, and it's like, I don't know. For me, that sparks a deeper conversation.
I mean, no, yeah, of course, bro. Like, I've watched a bunch of videos on like YouTube about like how Reddit people have literally like people on the internet have literally like have literally solved cases or have found missing people just because like I mean the internet is like the most you can have like 100 people
That's
working
the
on something.
easiest way to connect to people.
Yeah, you can have like
nowadays.
100
Not
people.
the easiest.
They have more
but
manpower than say like a
most
small
exponential.
like a small little police department in fucking bumfuck Idaho,
or Alaska.
or Alaska. But if it's like interesting enough, I mean, and it goes onto a viral like website, Reddit or like 4chan or like any of these like forum sites will be like, there'll be like 40 or 50 people trying to figure out what the fuck happened. It's crazy, bro. The internet's wild.
Bro, the internet is wild, but we know it's wilder.
White Claws.
How bad I have to pee right now.
I have to pee too,
Oh my god, okay.
but I'm not going to. I'm gonna entertain the people.
Okay, you entertain the people while I go pee. Oh, fuck.
But yeah, I have my own thoughts about don't fuck with cats. I think that it's just a very weird mirror onto all of us and how we, especially nowadays, how we want to like some people go to the extreme lengths to kind of I guess, have this facade of a life on the internet. Because Luca, I'm glad he got caught when he did, because if he was free with the way social media is now, with Twitter, with Instagram, with Snapchat, who knows how messed up this could have gotten. It could have gotten to a point to where he could have gotten to the point to where it's similar to like some of the people who commit suicide on like Facebook Live or Facebook or Instagram Live. He could have been doing that stuff live. I don't know if you guys remember this, but there was um like a guy. I think it was like maybe 4 or 5 years ago. I remember I was still in high school in North Carolina. There was a guy who went on like Facebook Live, I think, and he was just walking around shooting people. And it was like, what the flying fuck? So it just really shows you that like social media is such a weird place, because people will go to extreme lengths to show you that they are either A, crazy, or B, like wanting some kind of attention. And I just think that, again, like it just holds a mirror up to yourself. Like, what do you guys do that you might subconsciously be wanting a little bit of attention, whether you're posting a shirtless pic, or whether you're you know partying on Snapchat or something. Are you guys doing something subconsciously to get a little bit of attention on social media so you can up your celebrity a little bit? Just think about it, because I know I do.
What did I just miss? By the way, Desi World is back in the podcast. I
The
had to take a potty
bladders
break.
emptied.
Exactly.
No, I was just talking about how like it's just interesting about how crazy he is, but it kind of holds a mirror to yourself. Like, do you do things sometimes?
Yeah, no,
to get a little bit of attention online.
Dude, I've never thought about this before, but like until you said that, it didn't make sense. But do you remember the part in the show when they find his apartment where he murdered the man?
Yeah.
And they see the message he wrote. He's like something like, if you look in the mirror and you see what you like, or something like that, like, I don't care.
Exactly.
That's kind of what you're saying right there. And that might be actually what he's saying. And in the movie, they kind of allude to it. They kind of say, like, I think that message was directed at the Facebook group that was finding him, because they all used aliases and they didn't have their real information or profile picture, any of that. They were all just indulging in the internet, after they got off work and stuff.
Exactly.
And, so I kind of see what you're saying. Like, I'm not by any way like glorifying this guy, but like,
no,
it does make you think. Really.
But it does make you like think. I mean, it's the same way that other serial killers kind of make you think about, like, like when you think about like Ted Bundy, like that guy was well put together.
Very well put
together. That guy was smart, and he was good looking, and he went on to literally brutally murder like a bunch of chicks. So like, it really makes you think. Like, you could be sitting at the bus stop or at like getting in line at Starbucks next to a fucking killer, and you might never know it.
Well, dude, yeah, like it's
scary shit.
It's very frightening to think about who's around you, and also very inspiring. But also, like, when you see something like this show, it kind of makes you think. It's like, you don't really know what the guy next to you does on a day-to-day basis.
You don't know what that person on Instagram or Snapchat does when the camera's off.
Well, exactly. Like, I mean, we do the podcast when the camera's off, so that's what we're up to, but
I just be chilling. I just be vibing.
Yeah, we be vibing when the podcast is off.
I just be vibing. But yes.
I think we should title this podcast, I Got Drunk.
We got drunk and we don't fuck with cats.
Literally.
We don't fuck with cats. We fuck with cats, but we don't fuck them up.
No, we don't fuck with Luca Magnotta.
We don't fuck with Luca Magnotta.
No, we do not fuck with Luca Magnotta.
He's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that is, anybody that harms animals, not
That's so fucked
cool.
up. Those videos are so fucked.
Bro, I'm telling you, I would not leave my bed to go to the bathroom. I was like chilled. I had chills. I was literally like, this is so fucked. I can't.
Like I said,
move.
bro, I'm like,
it was scary.
My girlfriend was talking about it last night. She was like, "Oh yeah, I watched it with my friend, and she like literally was like, I have to play on my phone during those parts because I couldn't watch it."
Oh
yeah. I was like, that's crazy, because I'm so desensitized to it. Because I grew up like with some fuckers, some older kids, and they would be like, "Yo, bro, you wanna see this guy who cuts his balls off, or you want to see this guy who cuts his dick off, or do you want to see this guy who sticks a jar up his ass and it breaks?" And
like, wait, what's that called? Two Guys, One Sandbox?
Some crazy shit, bro. And then
I've seen that.
And there's like a video of like these Russian guys like stabbing a person, and I'm like,
No,
And I'm like, bro, like I'm so
bro.
desensitized to that
Wait,
shit. And I'm like, what
can
the
we talk
fuck?
about Two Guys One Sandbox for one moment? Grant Marsh, wherever you are out there, I went to high school with this guy. We were on our way to a drive-in, okay? It
Yeah.
was a bunch of my boys, like in high school, as weird as this sounds. We were going to a drive-in movie, you know? That's
That's
what
the
we did.
boys.
That's what we did in high
Yeah,
school,
it's
you know? Like
gang.
we had a drive-in theater in our town, you
Yeah,
know?
that's
Like
dope.
that's what we do, you know? We'd go have fun, all that good stuff, you know? And so like on the way up, this man Grant Marsh shows me this video called Two Guys One Sandbox or something like that. And it's the guy where he sits on the mason jar, butt ass naked, and it breaks. I was like, oh my god, like, dude, I till this day have not watched the full video. Like, he showed it to us, and then he put it on the aux in the car, and I was just like, what the fuck is wrong with people out on
Bro,
the internet?
yeah, dude. I can't remember what. I remember just like my. I was like maybe 8 or 9 at the time, and there was this guy that was like 12 or 13. He's like, "Yo, bro, have you ever seen the Pain Olympics?" And I'm like, "What?"
Dude.
And that's what I'm talking about. It's like the guy who like cuts his dick off or like cuts his balls open and like.
Oh fuck no, bro.
It's so fucked up, bro.
You know what? I fucked up. I don't think Two Guys One Sandbox is the video that
No,
I'm thinking of.
No.
Do you know what Two Guys One Sandbox is?
The guys who stick the things in their peepees, right?
Yes. Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's so fucked up.
I don't even want to talk about it
I
on here,
don't
to be
either.
honest.
No.
It's so fucked.
I remember just being like again, like I'm only like 8 or 9 years old, and I'm like, what the fuck are y'all showing me?
Oh
What the
my god,
fuck?
I was a sophomore in high school when I found this. I started hanging out with Reno Reha and Grant Marsh, and Grant Marsh, you're a fucker for fucking playing this shit, bro. He would play it in the fucking SUV on the aux, and I remember
my God.
I'd never seen this before, nothing. He's like, bro, watch this video. It's called Two Guys One Sandbox or something like that, and I can't comment on it, honestly.
It's cursed. It's a cursed video. Don't ever look it up. All those videos we just mentioned, don't ever look them up. They're so fucked
No,
up.
honestly, don't do yourself the favor.
I've seen too much shit in my life, bro. Because I'm one of those people where if I'm watching a video and it's like something like, and then people mention it and they're like, "Don't ever look this up." I'm like, "Well, shit, I want to look it up." So I looked up Mercedes-Benz girl. Fucking crazy.
I don't know what that is,
bro. It's like a video or it's like a picture of. Apparently this girl was going like 90 or like 100 miles per hour in her Mercedes, and she wrecked, and like the top of her skull got like chopped off, and like her face, it's so fucked up, and it's like one of the most like, and then like the cops of course have to take a picture of it, you know, because like they're cops and they have to like have it for evidence, but it leaked online, and it's like, oh my god, dude, the image is like burned into my brain forever. It's so fucked up. You literally just
I'm
don't
out
talk
of
about
White
it.
Claw. I need more
I'm
White
done.
Claw for this.
Yeah,
That's
let's move on. Let's
Anyways,
move on.
day by day with Dezi
Day
and
by day
Mark.
with Dezi and Mark. Let's end this on like something happy.
Happy note. By the way, I God, I don't know how to follow that one up.
It's so fucked up.
That went so down the rabbit hole so quick.
Dude, like the internet is just such a scary place.
The internet is such a scary place, bro. I think that's the best note to leave it on.
Here's what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna start our Instagram channel, and
on the internet,
on the fucking internet. But no, we wanna start this Instagram channel, maybe even a Facebook group. Yeah, I don't know yet though.
Yeah, Facebook might be
or
good.
a Facebook page.
Yeah.
Just so that way we can interact with you guys, because
Yeah.
I have been thinking about doing the podcast live, but I don't know about that yet. It's a little bit there's a lot of logistics on that.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
We might try it out one day. We want, but that's why we're gonna start the Instagram page, so we can at least get like gauge the audience.
Because
See
I
who's
think
out
we have
there.
enough episodes now where we have a
We
we have
only
a
have
little bit of
6.
we have a little bit of people like listening to our stuff. You know, I meet a lot of people that are like, yeah, I've watched your YouTube, or I
Yeah.
don't listen to the podcast, but I watch the YouTube videos.
Yeah.
You know, or vice versa.
Yeah.
So I think we're on to something, you know, and
Yeah.
we're gonna make the Instagram and definitely probably a Facebook page too. It's good to have Facebook
we're
nowadays.
we're gonna do like just something to where you guys can interact with us, give us
and talk
ideas.
to us like one-on-one type of
Yeah,
deal. You know?
give us ideas for what we should talk about. You know, because we try to stay up to date with what's kind of popping
in our lives, plus like the world. You
exactly.
know, plus
I mean,
like
we
our
watched
network.
you. We watched Don't Fuck with
What the?
Cats.
Don't fuck with cats. Yeah, if you couldn't tell.
What else? What else? I mean, he's watched Riverdale. I haven't watched that shit yet.
Yeah, I used to
Dracula.
watch
Him and Isaac watched that.
Dracula, Riverdale. What are some of my other favorite shows?
Shout out Gossip Girl.
Lucifer, Vampire Diaries. Fuck with heavy.
My girlfriend loves that shit.
Vampire Diaries.
She loves all that shit.
Oh, Vampire Diaries is the shit, bro. You should
She
watch it with her.
I can't get into that type of shit.
I think that
like you and 13 Reasons Why pushed the limit of like, this is pretty girly and pretty dramatic, but I can watch it. But those type of shits just kind of push it to like.
Well, yeah, I used to watch them with my ex-girlfriend too, and that's like what started me on that, you know. But like, I kind of got into it. I won't lie. Vampire Diaries is lit.
I like more, I guess, based in real life dramas. Like I have Apple TV Plus, so I've watched like The Morning Show, and I've watched Truth Be Told, and all these shows. They're kind of based more in real life versus like that's not really real, bro.
Yeah, nobody gets away with that kind of shit in real life. Unless you're Lucas Magnotta. He apparently seemed to get away with a lot before the cops got involved, but I don't think that happens every day.
Like I would watch that and I'd be like, this man is extremely lucky.
This man having tonight.
Yeah, what is it, Joe, right?
Joe Goldblum or some shit like
that.
Joe
Goldberg is extremely fucking lucky.
Very, very lucky, yeah.
And like even the second season, like the girl that he falls for just happens to also be a fucking murderer / whatever the fuck.
/ will do anything to like protect him type of deal. Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's like, oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
That's convenient.
Or like all of his friends are like
40 dies.
40 RIP 40.
Rest in peace to 40,
for you,
bro.
40.
This is for you, bro. I ain't even got any shit to drink, but 40 was the boy, bro. I probably would have hung out with 40 in high school, to be honest.
But yeah, like Beck just happens to have rich ass friends, and it's like,
girl, we see through that.
Girl, like what? Who the fuck? What? Where the fuck are you finding these people, bro?
Whose man's is this?
Like the kid that he takes care of in the first season just happens to love books, and he works at the bookstore.
And he has to murder his like
what the fuck?
Low key, bro, we're kind of deconstructing you right now.
The writers just definitely were just shitting out ideas and like, well, shit, that'll work.
All in Strife, though, I won't lie. After you finished, I was like, oh my god, I wish there was another season there. I would have totally watched that shit in a night.
I like that's the thing with Netflix shows. Most of them. The first season, I'm pretty on board. It's dope. I like it. The second season is usually 50-50. And then by the time it gets to the third season, I'm like, dude, I'm over this shit.
Oh, like 13 Reasons, bro.
13 Reasons Why. Somewhat The Ranch. The Ranch I kind of went on, but still, like,
it got weird when Danny Peterson left.
Yeah.
Like, low-key, it got not as, like,
and
cool.
then what? Dax came in, right? Dax Shepard.
Yeah, Dax Shepard. He's cool. He's a cool character,
guy,
but like it's like they're trying to literally replace.
It's the same.
Danny.
It's like it's the same thing. Whenever Ashton came in on 2.5 Men, it's like it's never gonna be the same. Or whenever that one kid came in on 70s Show after Topher Grace left.
Oh, I never watched that 70s
I did. That's
show.
not. Oh, I mean, I have, but like when it came to the part where Topher Grace, like the main guy, Eric left. And this other kid comes in, you're kind of like, why the fuck am I watching this still?
Well, yeah, you grow attached to the characters. Yeah. You kind of build your own relationship.
And Eric was like the main character. Like everybody went to his house, you know what I mean? And so like when he went away, it's like that's what I'm saying.
Are they all still going to Eric's house?
That's what I'm saying. So like Netflix to me, like they're very hit or miss with like their following seasons. Like other than BoJack Horseman is pretty good.
My roommate has a BoJack Horseman tattoo. Actually, he has the horseshoe on his
hip. That show hits hard, bro.
Really?
That show hits hard as fuck. For me especially, because it's just like you can like this BoJack is so introspective about how fucked up he is, but then he proceeds to keep being a fuck up, and it's like, yo, bro, this guy is literally me. I know I'm a fuck up on some things, and then I proceed to still be a fuck up on other things. I'm like, shit.
Well, at least we're all human, bro. It's what we do as humans. It'd be weird if we didn't fuck up sometimes.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what people like. That's why BoJack Horseman is like a very like highly rated like show, because it's like you can like empathize with them because you've probably been there at some point.
No, I agree. Mark, I say we close this episode with are we going to Ibar tonight, Mark?
Probably not.
Probably.
Probably not.
Probably.
Probably not.
Mac and cheese night. This was recorded on a Wednesday on the night of mac and cheese night at iBar. Mark, are we going to iBar tonight?
I don't think so.
I think we are. He's a little scared of the cold weather, but I think we're gonna
It's
go
not
to
even
iBar
that.
tonight.
I just have my pockets aren't really very frugal right now. And I have responsibilities I gotta wake up for tomorrow.
Yo, you know what's funny though is I wrote a song the other day and
I did
it
too.
goes something like it's called like me and my boys getting all this free shit, something. But I mentioned that, so hopefully we get some free shit tonight if we do go to iBar. If not, this has been Day by Day with Dezi and
Mark. Dezi and Mark. All right, we'll see y'all next week.
We'll see you guys next week. We love you.
Bye.